Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Blake Kirsch. I'm a third-generation realtor here in the upstate of South Carolina, specializing in both residential and commercial real estate. Today, I've been inspired by my last weekend, which was the biggest festival that happens in the upstate of South Carolina all year long, Fall for Greenville. Fall for Greenville is a big music festival with lots of different vendors from different restaurants and different bars and things around town, happening all the way down Main Street over a weekend in October. This year it was absolutely amazing as always, and I wanted to make a video that helps you understand why it's so amazing to live in the upstate of South Carolina during fall, and what are the most amazing things about the upstate of South Carolina in the fall season. So let's jump into it. One of the most classic fall activities that happens here in the upstate of South Carolina is apple picking. We are in the part of the country where we have amazing apple farms, especially in western North Carolina and in Hendersonville. So a lot of people head up that way on the weekends. One of the nice things I always mention about the upstate of South Carolina living here is you are close to big cities, but you're still very accessible to the more rural country areas of the western part of North Carolina. The top two places that a lot of people like to check out as far as apple orchards and fall time activities go are Jeter Mountain Farms and Skytop Orchards. Those two places near Hendersonville, North Carolina are absolutely quintessential to having an amazing fall here in the upstate. They have apple cider, apple picking, fall activities, all kinds of different fall treats, but the most important thing, of course, is apple cider donuts. They make them fresh and warm there. It's a completely awesome experience that you have to have with your family, whether you're visiting or whether you've moved to the upstate of South Carolina. So definitely check out Jeter Mountain Farms and Skytop Orchards. If you're wanting to do something a little bit closer to home, maybe you only have a couple hours on Saturday after the football game or something like that, you can either go to Strawberry Hill USA, which is in Chesney, South Carolina, or Denver Downs Farm, more towards Anderson, South Carolina. Strawberry Hill USA is an absolutely beautiful family farm right here in the upstate in Chesney, South Carolina, which is very close to Spartanburg and Inman and Bowling Springs. There you can go to their cafe and have lunch. You can do hay rides. There's a giant corn maze. The theme changes to the corn maze every year. You can check out their pumpkin patch. There's so many different wonderful fall things and wonderful memories to be made at Strawberry Hill USA. And the same thing goes for the other side of the upstate at Denver Downs Farms. They have wonderful different fall activities and different special events throughout the entire fall season. So definitely check those two out if you want to do something fall themed one evening or on your weekends during the fall season here in the upstate. The next big activity that a lot of people do here in the upstate and enjoy just a short drive away is hiking in the Blue Ridge Mountains. There are lots of easy small walks all around the upstate, but if you're looking for something a little bit longer or more adventurous, you can take a short drive up the interstate to western North Carolina to places like Table Rock State Park, which has one of the most beautiful panoramic views anywhere in this part of the country. You can go to Caesar's Head State Park or Jones Gap State Park. These are just a few of the many hiking trails we have accessible less than an hour away from downtown Greenville, less than an hour away from downtown Spartanburg. It is definitely the best time of year to hike in the fall because the weather is beautiful, the foliage is changing, and we have really great colors in the mountains and on the way to the mountains here in South Carolina. So definitely check out some of our hiking opportunities in and around the upstate. As I've mentioned in a lot of my videos, there are so many different places to go near and around Greenville and Spartanburg that you can enjoy for little weekend trips or date nights, more adventurous date nights, I guess I might say, during the week. One of the most beautiful places in the entire country is Highlands, North Carolina and Cashiers, North Carolina, which is only about a short 2-hour drive away from Greenville. You can go up there and stay at places like the Old Edwards Inn or the Cashiers Hotel for the weekend. It is definitely a great idea to grab your family, go up there for the weekend because the fall in Cashiers and Highlands is absolutely one of the most amazing things you can do with your time. Cashiers, North Carolina has a beautiful downtown area with lots of great restaurants. There's hiking in and around the town. It's definitely somewhere that everybody can find something to do, whether it is eating or drinking or listening to music or going on a great hike, Highlands and Cashiers are a great weekend getaway, very accessible here from the upstate of South Carolina. If you want to go something a little bit closer, maybe just for a few hours in the evening or for just a few hours on Saturday or Sunday, you can check out Landrum, South Carolina and Tryon, North Carolina. Those are two sister cities that are only about 10-15 minutes apart with lots of different restaurants and antique shops, and they are very cute in the fall. I always say that all of the downtown areas in the upstate of South Carolina go all out for all of the seasons, and the harvest season, fall, is no different. So be sure to check out Landrum, South Carolina and Tryon, North Carolina if you're looking for some fun fall time activities. If you're looking for something more accessible to do maybe multiple times during the fall every day, or if you're wondering what your fall time might look like once you move here, there are lots of opportunities in town to enjoy the beautiful weather and enjoy the nature. The biggest opportunity in Greenville would of course be the Swamp Rabbit Trail, which goes all through downtown Greenville, through Unity Park, past plenty of breweries and restaurants and things to do and art shops. It is definitely one of the things that you're going to want to enjoy all year long, but most especially during the fall when the leaves are changing, the weather's nice. Get out and walk the dog, meet new people. It's a wonderful opportunity that we have here in Greenville, South Carolina that not every city has. Not every city has a beautiful walking trail that's so active and safe. On the Spartanburg side of things, we have a very similar trail called the Cottonwood Trail, which is always getting new additions and new extensions. But for right now, the Cottonwood Trail walks through beautiful scenery and scenic trails all around and in downtown Spartanburg. So if you're on the Greenville side of things, definitely check out the Swamp Rabbit Trail and the Cottonwood Trail for that fall wonderful feeling in downtown Spartanburg. And of course, if you're like me, you're going to want to know where you can get your pumpkin spice latte and your fall themed drinks during this time of year. And I'm gonna give you my quick rundown of my favorite coffee shops across the upstate. We'll start in the western part of the upstate in West Village of Greenville. And I'll tell you my favorite coffee shop in all of Greenville is the Village Grind in West Greenville. You will not regret checking it out. So make sure you try Village Grind for all of your fall themed drinks. Moving on across to the other side of the upstate, Barista Alley in downtown Greer is my favorite spot in downtown Greer. I hang out there a lot and they definitely bring the fall vibes when you're looking for good, cozy, fall feeling coffee shop in Greer, South Carolina. So check out Barista Alley in Greer. Then over on the Spartanburg side of things, there are tons and tons of coffee shops that honestly a lot of people in Greenville tend to sleep on. My number one recommendation for coffee in Spartanburg would be the Pharmacy Coffee in the Montgomery building near downtown Spartanburg. It's not really easy to walk there, but if you drive there and park and go in, maybe you want to work for a couple hours, it's a really cool, unique coffee shop in one of the most historic buildings in the southeast. And then in downtown Spartanburg, we have Little River Coffee Shop, which is definitely cozy. There's a bookstore there. You definitely want to check that out if you're looking for cozy coffee shop fall vibes. Because the weather is so beautiful in South Carolina during this time of year, we have a lot of different festivals and activities going on all the time here in the upstate. One of the most important things that a lot of people in Greenville and all across the upstate enjoy are our fall time farmers markets that happen every Saturday from 8 to 12 in downtown Greenville. And you don't want to miss Autumn Harvest Festival, which happens on one of those Saturdays. This year it's on October 25th, so make sure you don't miss the farmers market or the Harvest Festival. Across the whole upstate, there are lots of different restaurants that celebrate Oktoberfest at the end of September and towards the beginning of October. Hans and Franz Beer Garden is where I always check out their Oktoberfest, but lots of different breweries and lots of different restaurants like Gerhard's have different Oktoberfest themed festivities during this time of the year, so definitely check out and get your Oktoberfest fill even here in the upstate of South Carolina. And of course, the South is always going to be centered around football. So you can go to Clemson University and catch a Clemson football game. You can go to Wofford and catch a Wofford football game. You can go to Furman, only a few minutes from downtown Greenville, and catch a Furman football game. But altogether, football is going to inundate a lot of Saturdays here in the South. So whether you are cozying up at home with some snacks and enjoying the football game at home, going to one of the actual games at one of our colleges, or going out in one of our downtown areas to watch the game with people at one of the awesome places to watch it like College Chop House or Coral. You do not want to miss being out and about during the fall, during football season. Everything so far has been pretty fall themed and wholesome, but I will tell you there are plenty of ways to get your scare on here in the upstate of South Carolina. Some of the craziest, scariest haunted houses call the upstate of South Carolina home. Only a few minutes from Greenville and Spartanburg are places like Mad World Haunted Attractions, Scarewinds, All Up at Carewinds, Nightmare Dungeon, and Sweet Dreams Scare House. These are all really scary. I don't know if I'll commit to going to any haunted houses this year, but if that's your thing, if you want to get scared, check out these haunted houses. They are huge, and you want to get there early because the lines are very long. Okay, this part is for the guys. Make sure you're listening to me so I can help you plan your perfect fall-themed date night. I just did this last week, and I'm telling you, it was absolutely perfect for a fall date night. First of all, our brand new Grand Bohemian Hotel in downtown Greenville is a jewel in our cityscape downtown. It has added so much to the beauty of Falls Park and so much to the beauty of our downtown area. You want to check it out just to see the interior design and the theme of the inside of this hotel. But it's also a great date night destination. So I'd recommend showing up at the hotel. You can either park in downtown Greenville or park at the hotel. If you park in downtown Greenville, you might get a cocktail somewhere like Hall's Chop House before, and then walk across the bridge in Falls Park to the Grand Bohemian Hotel. Dinner at Between the Trees, the restaurant at the Grand Bohemian Hotel, has amazing fall-themed meals right now. Last week, I had a fall-inspired lamb loin, and it was absolutely amazing. All their side dishes are wonderful. All their appetizers are fall-themed. You can sit on their patio, and you can hear the river running by. You can enjoy the beautiful weather. It's definitely a great spot for dinner. And you don't have to go far afterwards. You can go right downstairs to the bourbon bar, Spirit and Bower. There are wonderful bourbon cocktails as well as a full wine menu. You can sit outside by the fire pit, right on Falls Park, listening to the water go by. Absolutely perfect fall-themed date night right in downtown Greenville. So check out the Grand Bohemian Hotel, the restaurant Between the Trees, and their cocktail bar downstairs, Spirit and Bower. So all together, in the upstate of South Carolina, fall is when we thrive. Fall is when we have our giant festival, Fall for Greenville. There's so many activities going on. You won't be able to hit them all, but if you move here, you'll be able to enjoy different ones every year, and you'll be able to find your favorites. I'd recommend definitely checking out the apple orchards, the wineries, the breweries. Anything you can do to get yourself outside during this time of the year is going to be wonderful. If you've never been to the upstate of South Carolina and you're looking to move here, I'd recommend you call me first so I can help you plan not only your home search tour here in the upstate, but also your weekend. Because when you come here to look at houses, I don't want you to just look at houses. I want you to get a feel for the area and really fall in love with it like so many of my clients have before. If you like this video, take the quiz in the description below to help you find out what area here in the upstate you might want to move to. If you have more questions about what you should do during the fall here in the upstate, comment on this video or message me directly. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.